Well, the 31 band concept came about for the very first version, the AP-1000, and the intent was to use the inherent psychoacoustic masking of the human ear-brain combination, which boiled down to a nutshell is if you're working within, roughly speaking, a 20th of the spectrum, you can work independently of what's going on outside it. So you can do all kinds of evil things, and the distortion products that you generate as a consequence of it are going to be inaudible because they're masked by the signals which are spawning them. But 20 is a bit odd, and then the dawning that nearly anybody who's been in the audio business for more than 10 minutes has used a 31 band graphic EQ. Mm-hmm. Anyone who's been in the business for more than 20 minutes knows those frequencies by heart. Mm-hmm. Anyone who's been in the business more than half an hour knows what knob to reach for by sound. Mm-hmm. So I thought, well, okay, let's make those the frequencies, and hence, bingo, it became 31 bands. It could have been as few as 20 or 24, but purely for operational reasons, it became 31. And it's proved quite true, actually. You can work within each of those bands, and the products which are generated are by and large inaudible.
Mm-hmm. What ends up happening with the 31 band limiter is that you're actually doing, even though there's more bands limiting at any given time, you're actually doing less limiting than you are on a more conventional 4, 5, or 6, 7 band design.
I think my most memorable experience with the 31 band was the very first NAB with Wheatstone. And I think I was standing next to you, and there was a gentleman standing on the carpet near the entrance of the booth, and he was reading the thing about the 31 band limiter and telling the guy that was next to him how that would swish and do all these bizarre things. And I remember excusing myself and went over and I said, I know what you're thinking of, because he was about my age. Mm-hmm. I said, you're thinking 1975 8-band AM/FM box, right? He goes, yeah, the Swish-O-Matic. I said, yeah, that's what we could do back in analog then. Imperfect filters, imperfect everything. What we can do now, mathematically, is virtually perfect. You're not going to hear it swish. I ended up getting him in the booth and put the headphones on, turned off everything except the 31 band limiter, drove the snot out of it, and said, tell me when it starts to swish. Didn't. He was like, how'd you guys do that? It's just math. If you do it right, it sounds right.